Hello and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Dogs have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They want to throw it. Makes his connection. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Spins away from the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And stampeding through the defense. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? The quarterback run game historically has been very good to Clemson.
Reason, I would argue that Clemson kind of put this on the map. I mean, back in the day with Woody Dantzler, he was such a good athlete, and they used tempo, and they changed the game up a little bit.
And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. The tag. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they score first. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this early.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They're going to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Touch pass on the run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll run it. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Just trucks through it. He's got 59 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
The Dogs pick up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more... And down he goes back with the 3.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right thing.
He's going up top. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're going to run it to the right. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He fires one deep over the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Tigers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Tom.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wells. Oh, he got loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Wells. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
14. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. He's got 98 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Now, that was a blitz for the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he'll move it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Caught over the middle. It's Dennis. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set for first down.
First down for the offense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Wells. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion.
Brings up second down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Burks. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll try the run. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 30. Down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And he found plenty of